Hey guys, before we jump into the video, I'm just here to let you know that this video is sponsored by NetEase Games and their hit mobile RPG game, Onmyoji. With over 200 million downloads worldwide and winning a ton of awards from the App Store, Google Play and even Facebook, Onmyoji is a traditional Japanese folklore-styled turn-based RPG with its innovative AR and voice summons, fun and engaging PvP modes, and a ton of awesome and uniquely designed characters and fighting styles. The game is aided with the help of some of Japan's top voice actors including Sugiyama Noriaki, Kugimiya Rie, and Jun Fukuyama among many others. And if you go check out the game right now, they have a special event in which you're guaranteed a random SSR after summoning 100 times using the mystery amulets, AR amulets, or jades. Best of all, the game is absolutely free to play, available on iOS, Android, and even PC. If you're into your Japanese folklore and tactical turn-based JRPGs, then you don't want to miss out on this one, so make sure to check out the game by clicking the link in the description below. Anyways, thank you to NetEase Games for making this episode possible, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going everyone? This is the Anime Man. I think ever since the first use of it in traditional media, ninjas have always been a thing that every person of every culture and every background has kind of looked at and unanimously gone, fuck, that's cool. And you better believe that as someone who grew up with ninjas and around Japanese people who love ninjas and around just people who love ninjas in general, I'm right fucking there with them. Whether it be used in animation or even live action, I feel that ninjas have always been this kind of shadow superhero of our childhood. I mean, sure, we loved looking at the Supermans and the Spider-Mans and all of the heroes of our generation, but I feel ninjas are always something that we secretly imagine we wanted to be. You know, sneaking around, throwing ninja stars, smoke bombing our enemies. Goddamn, I'm rock hard thinking about it. And a show of hands, how many people absolutely fell in love with ninjas after they saw them, especially in anime? Okay, I can only see the tripod of the camera, but I assume there's quite a few of you. I feel anime especially has managed to take this concept of ninjas and twist it and turn around in so many different and unique ways. And the first time I probably fell in love with ninjas was through anime, surprise, surprise, but it also got me really interested in actual Japanese ninjas from history. Because as badass as anime ninjas actually are, if you look back at the real life history of Japan, you'll actually start to see that there are some amazing stories of some real life ninjas out there who did some absolutely extraordinary things. But as I was going on my occasional ninja craze, I stopped and thought to myself, how accurate are anime ninjas to real life ninjas? How much has the medium of anime shape-shifted the concept of ninjas? And what is the one anime, if it exists, that portrays ninjas in the most historically accurate way? Well, to hopefully help me get to the answer of those questions, I've summoned the help of fellow ninja expert and Japanese culture expert, Gaijin Goombah.
Are you trying to steal my show? Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey everyone, Gaijin Goombah here. So yeah, when Joey was telling me that he was working on a video talking about the legitimacies of anime ninja, I knew I had to get in on this. I've got a show over on my channel called Witch Ninja that does exactly what we're doing today, looking at media's most popular shinobi to see which are good and which are bad. And for almost a year now, I've been breaking down ninja from Speed of Sound Sonic from One Punch Man to Greninja of Pokemon to even Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So let's do this thing, Joey. I'm absolutely ready for this.
Naruto. Now this is probably the first ninja you think of when you hear the words anime ninja. And rightfully so, it's not only the third highest selling manga of all time, but it's most likely one of the first anime series that a lot of us Western anime viewers got into when we were first discovering the wonders of anime. As much as we can dedicate a bunch of videos pointing at every single minute and subtle detail of every single character that comes out in this show, for the sake of time and my sanity and editing, we're just going to be covering the general ideas that are covered in the Naruto universe. Let's start off with what would be the obvious points, like the use of chakra to use certain magical ninjutsus in battle. While anybody with any sense of realism can immediately tell you that no ninja, or rather no living person, could ever use this kind of summoning, transformative, or energetic magic, surprisingly enough, the idea of chakra and ninjutsu independently actually exist in real life. For starters, chakra is described by many Hinduism and Buddhism beliefs as a spiritual, psychic energy power that resides naturally in whole humans. In Naruto, the ninjas use this chakra to conjure up energy, which they convert to magical powers through ninjutsu, coupled with a bunch of funny hand gestures. Funnily enough, these weeby hand gestures are an actual thing that was used by ninjas called kujikiri, or the 9 cuts, which were used by ninjas and other meditative practices to correspond with mantras that evoked energy change and enlightenment in the individual. I mean, of course, using that to evoke enough energy and enlightenment to shoot fire out of your mouth or manipulate water into certain creatures is a completely different story, but the idea itself is actually not that far-fetched.
So, speaking of jutsus, yeah, I hate to break it to you guys, but in real life they're actually pretty boring. Granted, ninja made an absolute effort to try and convince their enemies that they wielded some kind of mysterious magic when it came to their techniques. After all, fear is one of the shinobi's greatest allies. But by and large, what we call Kato no Jutsu or Suidan no Jutsu, all of it really doesn't have anything to do with bending nature or personal energy to create fireballs or move landmasses, but rather are code words for very simple techniques. A Kato no Jutsu could just be a ninja using flint and tinder. A Suidan no Jutsu could just be a ninja hiding underwater. Heck, Daito no Jutsu was nothing more than a ninja using thunder and lightning to hide their movements. Yeah, not exactly the all-powerful elemental abilities we see Naruto characters throw around.
But see, not everything about Naruto is fantasy. One idea that is actually historically accurate is the entire concept of ninja classes such as Genin, Chunin, and Jonin. This concept of class separation was used by the Igaryu ninjas, one of the 2 giant ninja nations that thrived the Muromachi period. However, the idea of doing some kind of ninja exam to go up the different ninja ranks is unfortunately an idea that was completely made up in Naruto. Funnily enough though, it was thanks to the success of shows like Naruto that caused the people of the Shiga Prefecture, which are the home grounds of the Kogaryu Ninja Nation, to hold an annual ninja exam event to celebrate their heritage and widespread cultural interest of the ninja ways. Since this has been happening from as early as 2008, it might be safe to say that this was influenced by shows like Naruto and not the other way around. So yeah, I guess it's safe to say that even the descendants of what was the biggest ninja nation in all of Japan still participate in the annual Naruto run day. The weeb disease has finally made it back to the homeland, god damn it. Gintama.
So you'd think a show set in the Edo period, with samurai, mercenaries, and a giant sentient bird costume would be the perfect place to have ninja, right? Well, not as much as you think. When Ieyasu Tokugawa unified Japan back in 1603, he did utilize his crack team of Koga and Iga ninja for his personal guard and private information network, but after decades of relative peace, what need does a ruler have for assassins and thieves? I mean, sure, some of them were handy to keep around, but the Sengoku Jidai was over, and the country settled into a period of a peaceful calm. And with that, what we know as a ninja slowly started to die out. Now granted, there are characters in Gintama that do mirror real historical characters of the time, like Hattori Zenzo, whose name is a rather goofy pun on Hattori Hanzo, but despite nearly everyone saying that Hattori Hanzo Masanari, retainer to Ieyasu Tokugawa, was some penultimate ninja, he very much was not. Like his father before him, Hanzo Masanari served the Tokugawa clan faithfully, but due to his unusual upbringing away from Iga proper, Masanari was raised samurai more than ninja. But he still led the Iga ninja with the same cunning and tact as his ancestors before him, earning him the name Oni no Hanzo.
But weirdly enough, a show about a bunch of aliens invading the Edo period actually has a bunch of historically accurate points too. In the show, Zenzo is the leader of a group of ninjas tasked with being the shogunate's special forces called the Oniwa Banshu. In both Gintama and Japanese history, they existed during the Edo period and were said to specialize in espionage, assassinations, and security, and were said to be comprised of a number of ninjas descended from the Igaryu ninja teachings. And Gintama isn't the only show that uses the idea of Oniwa Banshu either. There are actually a countless amount of manga and anime series that reference that certain historical group, including Gare, Rurouni Kenshin, and Samurai Champloo. Even the small detail of Zenzo being a specialist of weapons like explosives, kunais, and swords are also historically accurate, as the Igaryu ninjas were infamous for the use of explosives and a multitude of weaponry. Everything except for the hemorrhoids part, that would have been quite difficult for Hattori Hanzo to get over. Basilisk. As mentioned, there are plenty of ninja anime that exist, each differing in levels of historical accuracy. And even though we could compare and contrast Japanese ninja history with a plethora of other ninja anime such as Ninja Scroll, Sengoku Basara, and even Senran Kagura, there is really only one anime series that most anime fans think of when we think of historically accurate ninja anime, and that is none other than Basilisk. The series takes place during a time where the Iga and Koga ninja clans were at a constant war, until Tokugawa Ieyasu ordered a ceasefire. But after the leaders of both clans fall in love with each other, a war between the Iga and Koga clan to determine which grandson of Ieyasu will become the ruler creates a rift between the two lovers. So as you can see, we already have a bunch of historically accurate points here. They already mention by name the Iga and Koga Ryu ninja clans, as well as other historically present figures of Japanese history like Tokugawa Ieyasu and Hattori Hanzo. Even the time frame that the series is set in is accurate, the 1600s, the Muromachi period, where all of these ninja clans and all of these figures of history were alive and present.
Oh my f***ing Joey, are you serious? This show is severely making me lose my mind. Okay, I watched Basilisk from start to finish, and while the series feels like what would happen if Ninja Scroll was made into a 24-episode series, which, oh my god, yes please, historically accurate? Oh my god, what? For one, this never, ever happened. Ieyasu's crack team of ninjas served him, his successor, and his successor. For almost 200 years did the collective Koga and Iga ninja watch over Edo and the Tokugawa families. And then this anime rolls in with its scrotal-chinned Ieyasu phony and tries to convince me that he would go against Hanzo Masanari, his dearest friend, and pit the two clans that saved his ass when General Mitsuhide betrayed Oda Nobunaga and was after Ieyasu? No. Ieyasu did some horrible things to get to where he was, including executing his wife and son to prove his loyalty to Nobunaga after he was accused of being traitorous. But he would never, ever purposely start a civil war for something so stupid, especially between the two ninja clans that saved his life and served his family for 200 years. Basilisk, go to your room and think about what you did. Historically accurate, my freaking.
So at the end of the day, we could most likely say that most, if not all, ninja anime, or all anime that feature some kind of idea of ninja culture, is historically inaccurate. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of people who are watching this video who saw that coming. Like, of course it's fucking inaccurate. It's a work of fiction, after all. But I just think it's really interesting to see how they changed all of these historically accurate facts into different ways that they can incorporate into the series to make it a little bit more entertaining for us viewers. And really, at the end of the day, it's kind of just neat to know where all these historical figures actually came from. So let us know if you learned anything new, and if there are other ninja-related series that we didn't mention in this video, maybe you can check it out for yourself, find the discrepancies for yourself, and let us know all that kind of stuff in the comments below.
And if you love ninjas and ninja culture, head on over to my channel and check out the latest episode of Which Ninja, where Joe and I actually break down one of the most historically accurate ninja in all of gaming, Zero from Borderlands 2. Oh, you may doubt us now, but by the time we're done breaking down this boy, we're gonna prove to you beyond a shadow of a doubt that Zero is legit.
And if you like what you saw and you like to support any kind of future projects, then the best place to do it is over on my Patreon. So if you're interested, then go click that first link in the description below. And if you liked me and Gaijin Goombah in a video together, then we also did another video on my channel where we pointed out the slight little discrepancies between high schools in anime and high schools in Japan. That was a really interesting video and you guys loved it. So if you've missed that and you'd like to check it out, then make sure to click that link in the description below. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. As always, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more on our banner, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Keep watching anime. Ciao!